This coverage of CES is brought to you by Toyota.
And now at CES 2014, we've moved over to Huawei and looked at an updated version of a phone that we really loved 1 year ago at CES 2013. Hey, it's Josh Vergara from Android Authority. What's going on, everybody? And this is the Huawei Ascend Mate 2. All right, so what we're looking at here is a brand new 4G LTE compatible phone that is coming to the States. We don't really have a release date yet for the Huawei Ascend Mate 2 just yet, but we are excited to see it on US carriers. What we have on the front is a 6.1-inch screen covered in Corning Gorilla Glass that provides really a very nice experience. You can even see in the camera right now just how nice this screen looks, dead on, and even in the viewing angles. This is one of the better screens that I've seen so far at CES 2014. That 6.1-inch screen is right below a 5-megapixel shooter at the top that provides really nice panoramic photos because of its wide-angle lens. And speaking of cameras, the rear camera at 13 megapixels comes in at an aperture of f2.0, allowing for some nice low-light photography. We already took a couple of pictures on it, and yes, the screen does have a little bit to do with it, but the pictures came out very crisp and very sharp. Underneath the surface, this phone is powered by the Snapdragon 400 that clocks in at 1.6 gigahertz. That will give it a lot of good speed and definitely enough reliability for all of the users out there, especially the general users out there. And of course, with this screen, you'll be able to watch all the media that you want, play some games, and have a lot of fun with the 6.1-inch screen. And then further underneath the surface, a 4050 milliamp hour unit allows the battery life for this to go for quite a long time. And of course, the final part about the Ascend Mate 2 is the interface. Now, the Emotion UI is what you see here, and it's a very attractive looking operating system, but it does come with a couple of extra enhancements, which we can show you right now. The first thing that we'll show you is the one-handed operation. One-handed UI is right over here, and you'll see it right now. That allows you to have the keyboard on one side in order to get an easy access to it using just one hand. That's one of the enhancements on there, and the next one that I'll show you right now is the floating window, which is a part of what's called the suspend button right here. The suspend button is a tiny little dot that appears on the interface, as you can see right over there, that when you press on there, from anywhere in the user interface, it will give you access to all of the big functions. And that could be the home button, the back button, the menu button. But here, the floating window allows you to have a few different apps right on top of what you're already working with. For example, the calculator just flips right up, and you're able to do some calculations right on the fly. A couple other ones that are available include messaging, so you can get your texting done on the fly. And it's really just a nice way to get extra multitasking done without having to do too much effort. All right, and so there you have it for the Ascend Mate 2. We're always really excited to see Huawei at CES shows, and this year we are very happy to see that Huawei is really stepping up their game with 4G LTE on what was already a very nice device, but has been given a lot of great enhancements that makes it even more attractive than we already thought it was. So for all of the best coverage here at CES 2014, keep it tuned to Android Authority, coming to you live from the Consumer Electronics Show. And we're here with Huawei. Stay tuned for more coverage.
And once again, thank you to Toyota for sponsoring our CES coverage.